Superheroes are no longer subculture, they are culture. They are so pervasive in our society that we cannot ignore them. Greater Than Games actually took advantage of that and created a few years ago Sentinels of the Multiverse. The card game, co-op card game, was absolutely fantastic. Recently, they were again in Kickstarter to release Sentinels of the Multiverse Tactics, which is a board game. So they released that, and the minis, and more minis, sorry, and that box as well, you know, but that's the expansion. And eventually we get yes to the game. All of that, they released all of that in one Kickstarter. But you can get it, you can buy this now, but is what's inside actually worth the amount of money you have to pay to get your hands on it? Let's find out. Welcome to the GMS Magazine unboxing videos. This is the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is, and that, what we got from the Kickstarter. And you know what, it's one of the things that you can always expect from Greater Than Games, is that they are going to deliver on time and pretty much to exceed expectations, at least mine. But let's take a look at everything. I'm going to start by putting things away. There. The base box. This is, I'm hoping, what you will be able to find pretty much anywhere and everywhere on Earth. It is the same art style that defines Sentinels of the Multiverse, does by Adam Rabotaro, who I have the utmost respect for being able to come up with illustration after illustration after illustration after illustrations. And if you look at his work from the first release of Sentinels of the Multiverse to the releases now, you can see how he's grown as an artist and how he's really becoming a lot better and how he's had to deal with art direction, not just of his own work, but what other people are producing for the game. But never mind that. The cover does exactly what it's meant to do. The box feels very solid and very heavy, so I'm very much looking forward to finding out what's inside. Nicely laminated, so not too many, you know, dirty fingers on top. And ooh, that opens very nicely, very smoothly. I like that. Nice, normal, standard quality, which is all right. Is what it does what's meant to do, which is good. And the rule book. Again, they have followed the art direction and the same style that they had with Sentinels of the Multiverse, the card game, which is brilliant. Same kind of font, which are very comic-y, but because this is so huge, everything is so easy to see. It's absolutely lovely just to take a look at it. Yeah, this is terrific. I suppose it can be a little bit misleading because it might make you feel like there is an awful lot of rules before you open it. But in reality, this could be a much more the rule book and it would still be absolutely fine. But looking as it is absolutely gorgeous. It's almost real life, which is great. So loving it. Very cool, very Sentinels of the Multiverse, I have to say. Very Greater Than Games. Loving it. Then we get half a ton of cardboard. Lots of it. Let's find out the quality. Right, these tokens. This is a Blade Battalion soldier. This is going to be probably a very naughty fellow. And they're double-sided. You know, in the card game, you could, when a hero was defeated, you could send a card. upside down to reveal new powers or abilities or some things that you can do when you're actually out of the game, which is great. I'm wondering if this is going to be something similar. The printing is absolutely spotless, really, really spotless. I like the quality of the illustrations a lot. It's very sharp, it's very crisp. They're not laminated, the tokens and the board itself, the board tiles themselves. Let's take a look at one of these large ones. And to make even more comic booky, they have left the dotted pattern in the tiles themselves, which I think is absolutely brilliant. I like that the tiles only have a couple of little dots with one more number that you're going to need, which means that everything is really simple, everything is really visible, which is absolutely fantastic. I like that a lot. And yes, double-sided, which is excellent. And there's a lot of it. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more tokens. Wow. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a small forest to create that. Now inside we have one. Oh, is this? Oh, yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. The scenarios, all in a very comic book style, with its own story arc and everything. How awesome. How fantastic is that? These guys are not just giving you scenario set like this, get on with it. No. They are telling you exactly why the scenario is the way it is. And the reason to play. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Gosh, I'm loving this. Right, the character sheets. Ooh, look at that, lots of baggies. Lots and lots of baggies. Very well thought, nice afterthought. Something that an awful lot of games are doing, and it's a great idea. Here we have it. The villains with the story so far. Evil Blade. Bunker. Look at that. Hey, this is Legacy. Hello. I'm Omnitron. Such a such a cool villain. Taki, I'm the quickest person ever. Very cool. Very cool. Cards, because come on, Sentinels has to come with cards. Let's take a quick look at the deck. Not bad quality actually, they are not laminated, but they are not bad quality. You will probably want to sleeve them, but then I am a compulsive sleever, so that's fine. And here we go. This is what I was telling you about Adam. He is constantly coming up with illustration after illustration after illustration, and I bet that the number of illustrations in these cards repeats is going to be nil. Another. How he dishes them out and how he has improved in the last 3 years since Sentinels of the Multiverse came out is absolutely fantastic. I really cannot stress that enough. And dice. They're not the best quality dice, but they are actually quite quirky because they have the numbers in a very, again, comic booky sort of font, which I like. This is actually pretty good. They feel all right in the hand, and they're dice. But if you want your very own dice, by all means, do get your very own dice. But as you saw at the beginning of the video, this is not all there is. Greater Than Game Cycle went on, well, let me show you this. This is something that we got for the Kickstarter, and there are some illustrations from the game, some prints, which look really nice. I like them quite massively. Very cool. And what they've gone into is, firstly, an expansion right away from the Kickstarter. Here it is, all done and dusted. The Uprising expansion. Let's find out what's inside. It feels as a lot lighter box, but that's not a bad thing for reasons that I'm going to show you shortly. Note how the back of the box is also being taken care of in the same style. Classy. And inside, a lot less stuff, but then it's an expansion, you don't need it. Another deck of cards, same style, more baggies, more characters, same style. More rules. More tiles with more villains and heroes. Totally excellent. And more comic book scenario, which is such a brilliant thing. I cannot begin to describe how much I like that. Fantastic. Loving every second. It's not just like reading your own comic book, it's like playing your own comic book. Can't wait to have a proper go. And lastly, something that they went into, thanks to the Kickstarter, not one, but 2 boxes of minis. One for the Flame of Freedom and one for Uprising. Let's take a look at the Uprising one because it's here. How does one open this? Sorry. There is a bit of sellotaping here that I wasn't counting on, and I don't have anything sharp to open it. And those of you who know me know that I am obsessive about keeping my boxes pristine. There should be a medical term for that. I'm sure there is. Here we have them. These are adorable. Oh my goodness. They're really hard. You know, I was concerned for a second, for reasons that I cannot really explain to you, why I thought this. But I thought for a second that they were going to be all cheap and horrible plasticky things. Don't ask me why. Maybe because of the color. But they are not. They're really hard. Very, very hard. They look absolutely mega gorgeous. And when they are painted, they are going to be absolutely fantastic. Love the poses as well. Very dynamic. Absolutely love them. Let me show you a couple more. These are so terrific. And look at that. And absolutely loving it. So that's one of the boxes. And the other one, yes, that's good, transparent bases. And the bases are not just transparent, which makes perfect sense, but they are also named. I don't know if the camera will be able to catch this, I hope so. But at the bottom here, embossed, you get engraved the name of the recipient, the mini. So you have the proletariat, the cooperative, so the operative, the unity, and that explains why these little holes are so precise. And being transparent and the same size as the hexagons in the tiles means that they will be placed perfectly on top. That's brilliant. And I just have to show you the other box because I can't wait to see one of the minis. Come on, put in. Yep. Did I open this? Don't break anything. Good. Oh, another. Padel, you've done this to annoy me? On purpose, I can tell. Yes, human beings. I give you Omnitron. How absolutely gigantic is that, and how absolutely amazing. This is uber cool. Uber super duper cool. This is Omnitron in my hand. I was desperate to see that one. So brilliant. So brilliant. The attention to detail that they have paid in these minis is absolutely fantastic. You can tell that they know the characters so well, and they have managed to create minis with the poses to actually reflect the personalities and the powers of those characters, which is absolutely fantastic. I am so pleased I gave these people my money. I cannot wait for them to get another Kickstarter so I can give them more money because it's amazing. It's just amazing. Very, very well done indeed. Guys, seriously, if you can get your hands on one of these, by all means do. You will not regret it. They're absolutely adorable. The minis are great. Everything looks just as it should. And I cannot wait to have a go and play a proper game of this. Many congratulations to Greater Than Games. Fantastic job. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and please do remember to subscribe to our channel for more unboxing and review goodness. See you next time.